John, and I'd like you to meet my family.
I'm Sarah.
I'm David.
And this is our newest son, Josiah.
Hi.
You know, many years ago actually, I had a hernia operation that went bad during our first 6 months of marriage. And because of that, we were not able to have our own children. And God blessed us incredibly with now 2 beautiful adopted sons. And our most recent adopted one is Josiah, right here. And we found a lovely agency, an excellent adoption agency, Hope for Families, with Dr. Ken and Lynn Brown. And we have just been thrilled and had a really good experience with them.
We had looked at different agencies and even applied to a couple of them, but we just really were not feeling like we had met people that were like family, and we didn't know if that was possible. But when we met Ken and Lynn, we said, this is family. We have found family. We just immediately felt that they were special, that they didn't just have, some agencies have one side, but they have both sides. They care for the parents that are trying to adopt, and they care for the women that are giving up their children for adoption. And that's what we really wanted. We wanted to know that when we were completed with our son and heading home, that also the birth mother had been cared for and looked after, and that she was being left in a better condition than when she had come into the situation. So that's one of the things that we really liked about their agency.
Absolutely. Well, how we found Ken and Lynn was kind of interesting. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning, and my wife and I were frustrated because we had not really felt that we had found the right agency, that we had a spiritual connection to, and a peace. And so I, in my frustration, just did another Google search, and I've done a lot of them. And their website came up, Hope for Families. And I just wrote a couple sentences on there. And Lynn actually called me back the next day. And we just hit it right off. They were actually in the middle of buying a burrito, I think, at one of the burrito shops. And so he became my burrito buddy. And we connected on a spiritual level where I felt like this was God. And we had found our agency.
Mm-hmm. And then it was shortly after that, we went through the application process and turned in everything. We had had our home study done already, so we had that turned in. And when it came time for the match, the birth mother that we were matched with was only about a month, maybe a month and a half along. And I thought, oh my goodness, we're going to have to wait so long for our little baby. But it turned out to be amazing because we were able to go with her to her ultrasounds. So we saw this little guy at 5 months inside the womb while he was trying to get his fist into his mouth, and we got to really know the birth mother also, which was just, she was a very special...
It was a joy. It was a real joy for us, to be honest with you. We had a great relationship.
Yeah,
we still do with our birth mother.
And it gave her a sense that, she wasn't giving her child up to somebody she didn't know. It was like she was handing him to her family. When you haven't been able to have your own children, to be able to be there with your birth mother who's now become your friend, and do you need some ice? Do you need getting her ice and just being with her, and then when he came out, to be right there when they cleaned him and they handed him to me, and it was spectacular. It really was spectacular. And we had a room across the hall so that we were able to be in the hospital there and have him with us in the room with us. And it was just a really intimate and bonding time, right? Even from the pregnancy forward, and so it was amazing.
She really is on a different path of life that is going to be so much healthier for her because of all this. And because of her great gift to us, little Josiah is on a new path of life that is going to be awesome for him. And as far as for our family, what a blessing for our family.
I think the thing for me was that, when we first met her, she was in a desperate situation, and she knew that she had a life inside of her that she could not take care of. And she was in many ways hopeless. And I think she was you know, trying to sort out where has my life gone and what direction have I taken that I've gotten to this place where I'm in such a desperate place. And the thing that was so fun over those 8 months that we were, Josiah was growing inside of her, she came to find out that there's a God in heaven that has a plan for her life, and that if she will just surrender and let him direct her and get into a community of believers that can help her to change the way she's making choices, move to more choices that are more healthy and are going to bring her a future, and that's what she did. She got in with a community, and she is making different choices, and so her life has become a wonderful life, you know.
Hope for Families Adoptions offers 6 different adoption programs to meet the needs of your family. From newborn baby adoptions to international adoptions from Haiti, we help individuals and couples complete their family through the adoption process. If you are a family looking to adopt or a woman faced with a crisis caused by an unplanned pregnancy, we can help. Just go to our website at hopeforfamilies.org. That's hopeforfamilies.org, or call us at 1-800-620-HOPE. That's 1-800-620-HOPE. From all of us at Hope for Families, we want to remind you that through your personal faith in Jesus Christ, there is hope for families.